Yo, what's up guys? We got pokeaim here with another Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee Wi-Fi battle. I know it's been a little while, but I was taking a little break from them. Honestly, I just got tired of playing all the Mewtwo's all the time, and I kind of wanted to bring this back. It's not going to be every single day. It's going to be mainly when I feel like it, but also when I feel I can get some good battles. So the way I'm going to be doing this is a little bit differently. I'm going to be randomly generating one Pokemon, and then I'll be live team building a team with it. And then you guys won't get every battle. I'm going to actually search, so it will take me some time till I find a solid battle. That way you guys can get that. So of course, if you are excited for this type of upload, let me know. Also, if you guys want to check out my new merchandise, feel free to. The link is like the first line. But let's see what we're building around. So we're building around Vaporeon. All right, cool. I'm a big fan of Vaporeon. So, I mean, I do have a Vaporeon right here. Like I said, we're going to be live building, but it's mainly me just putting certain Pokemon into my box. Now, the Vaporeon, or my party, the Vaporeon I do have is offensive, modest, if I'm not mistaken. We can actually look at it right here. Check summary real quick. Yep, modest with Scald, Hydro Pump, Ice Beam, and Shadow Ball. So really good. Water types in general, I think offensive water types are fantastic, especially in Let's Go, when there are tons of good rock types and whatnot. I think you guys could have heard my fan there. My bad. I turned it off right now. I apologize about that audio. Oh man, that was probably blowing right into my mic too. My bad, guys. I turned it right off. But so a few things we do want to cover, especially when it comes to Let's Go. It's been a little while since I played, but obviously electric types come to mind. This also want to help cover rock types. So I mean, one of the best pairs with any type of bulky water is going to be something like Rhydon or Alolan Dugtrio, both of which will give us answers, or even Golem to a lesser extent, but they'll give us answers to Pokemon like Zapdos and whatnot. We could go Rhydon here. I think Rhydon's like a staple, and honestly, it gives me the best coverage for it. So let me look at something real quick. This is my Impish Rhydon, or I can go my Adamant Rhydon. Honestly, with Mega Aerodactyl and Pokemon like that running around, I'd rather run the Impish Rhydon. So, alright, so we have two things that are covered. Nice. We cover the electric type weakness and whatnot too. I shouldn't have to worry about Mewtwo's because I'm not going to be uploading battles with Mewtwo's. But I definitely do want a dark type for Pokemon like Alakazam, or at least something to help me check Alakazam. Now, I can make this one really standard and go the Alolan Muck way. And I feel like that's okay, considering I don't feel like I've used Alolan Muck in a while. And I love its ability to lure everything, right? Sassy's probably best. Crunch, Fire Blast, Mega Drain. This is fine. I could also just use Careful with the same set with Toxic. You don't really need the special attack investment. The big thing is Self-Destruct is nice for opposing Alolan Muck. And I actually like that a lot because I'll help Vaporeon do some damage. So a ground immunity is something we want next. Definitely don't want to lose. I haven't thought about my Mega yet either. Don't know if I want to go regular Gyarados or Mega Gyarados with this. Obviously with the Rock's weakness. I think Dragonite makes a lot of sense because it's a fighting resist and a ground immunity for the team. I have a bunch of Dragonites here. I feel like this is my... Did I get rid of Agility on my Dragonite? Okay, no, I still have it. Okay, cool. I think Agility Dragonite is one of the best late game sweepers ever in Let's Go. And I did not mean to get rid of the Muck, but it's definitely one of the better late game sweepers. Just Agility is so tough to deal with. Like not Agility in itself, but the fact that your opponent has to deal with Outrage. Like, it's just tough in general to deal with. I would like to find my Muck. I believe this was the sassy one with Self-Destruct. Nice. Okay. So one other thing we want to deal with is Pokemon like Venusaur. Venusaur is definitely a problem. I feel like we do have some nice fire resist. I'm actually thinking because it's a great win con in Let's Go anyway, I'm going to go with Alolan Sandslash. One of my trusty Pokemon in the tier. But Swords Dance, Ice Punch, Earthquake, Ice Shard. Very, very, very solid. A great sweeper in the tier as well. And from there, we probably want a Mega or some speed. Mega Aerodactyl is actually looking kind of likely for me, giving me a secondary Pokemon in the air, and I love the fact that it has fly and stuff for Pokemon like Exeggutor and Venusaur. Another Mon is also Zardex. But we already do have a nice Dragon as well. That's a good late game win con. We want Pokemon that can weaken Rhydon and stuff, which is why Alolan Muck with Giga Drain, or Mega Drain, excuse me, is really good for that. And I really do like Aerodactyl speed here, so I'm gonna find this is like my in-game Aerodactyl if I'm not mistaken. I'm gonna find one. This is the one I want. All right, my Jolly Mega Aerodactyl. So I think that'll be the team for today's video. Looks okay. Water resists Vaporeon, Dragonite resists water, and Muck helps me check that. Ground type. Yeah, team looks alright. We got rocks too. Okay, we're pretty weak to opposing Alolan Sandslash. I'll be honest about that. It actually looks like it devours me, but that's okay. But yeah, guys, I'll pause it until we find a good battle, and I'll be right back. Alright, so we have a game. My opponent has so many Mega Evolutions they could have here. Alolan Muck is going to be very key. It helps me deal with Alakazam and Gengar. I could see my my Alolan Sandslash sweeping him easily, very easily actually. We're going to go off with the Vaporeon route because it just hits my opponent's team so hard. And Aerodactyl's like really good here too. It has the best speed tier outside of my opponent's Mega Alakazam, but I might try and set up for an Alolan Sandslash sweep or just a Mega Aerodactyl sweep in general. Depending on what my opponent Mega Evolves, it actually gets a little bit easier for me too. For example, if they actually opt to Mega Evolve their Gyarados, for instance, that means that my Mega Aerodactyl will always outspeed their Alakazam. Obviously, though, Mega Evolving Gyarados is still pretty scary because my team is kind of weak to that. Another Pokemon that I can see winning is Dragonite with Rocks Up. Agility Dragonite does so well in this game. But I let off with Vaporeon because I wanted to basically say, no, you cannot get up rocks versus me. And it's really just a strong lead because worst case scenario, I Scald and I burn Kangaskhan, which obviously boosts its facade. But best case scenario, I Scald and well, obviously knocking out Rhydon, they shouldn't stay in. But I Scald and I burn Gyarados, meaning it's not a threat. So it was like a win-win type of lead, I think. Alright, they go Gyarados. They go Gyarados. So like I said, if I Scald burn them, Vaporeon already does his job really early. And that's going to be some good damage anyway. I don't get the burn. As I mentioned, this is a very tough Pokemon for me to switch into. I think I just keep going for Scalds. If they end up going for Sub, I can 2-hit KO the Sub anyway. And if they don't Mega Evolve, yeah, like, if they don't Mega Evolve here, their best attacks aren't going to do much. Unfortunately, they do actually get a defense drop, but I can't really say much when I'm going for Scald Burns. Plus, again, this damage is going to be really crucial if they continue to not Mega Evolve, because it puts them in range of my, Rock Slide. Vaporeon's still pretty decent. We're going to make the Dragonite play. Unless they Dragon Tail, I should be good. Even though this is something I want to win in late game, I think that if I use it early to break through Gyarados and break... They could Dragon Tail here, by the way. But if I use it early to break through Gyarados or break through Rhydon, it would be really good for my Aerodactyl. And they're critting me, too. Alright, we're just going to click Outrage. Adamant Outrage is going to do a lot. They might try and go for Dragon Tail. They should die. And if they go Rhydon, I think it'll be 2-hit KO'd because Dragonite's really strong. But I could be wrong, though. If it isn't going to be a 2-hit KO, it's going to be just shy of a 2-hit KO. So I think we're going to actually end up going for... Ooh, nice Thunder Wave. I think we're going to actually end up going for that Aerodactyl sweep in the end. Thunder Wave's pretty big on me, too. Luckily, I do break through. Awesome. So it's pretty big because it means that Rhydon will be able to outspeed me and it can actually hit me with a Rock Slide if it chooses to. But if Rhydon ends up going for Rocks, ooh, it's going to regret it. It's definitely going to regret those Rocks. Now, Kangaskhan is still something I'm worried about, too. I'm locked into Outrage, can't switch. And they could easily go Kangaskhan, go for Fake Out, and go for Facade, and that'll knock me out. They actually end up going out to Alakazam. This is good, too, I guess, if you Mega Evolve and go for Dazzling Gleam. I don't think a regular Dazzling Gleam would knock me out. So if they do not Mega Evolve their Alakazam, they shouldn't be able to knock me out here. I'm actually not even sure if Mega Alakazam's Dazzling Gleam knocks me out, because Dragonite's really bulky. And if I pick up the KO on their Mega, that's even better. Like, if I get rid of Alakazam, I can play my Muck in a different way. Alright, so they end up knocking me out here. I'm going to make a really... No, I don't have to make an aggressive play. I just go out to Muck and just click Crunch into the Mega Drain. Like, they do not switch into that at all. So then Mega Evolving their Alakazam means that Kangaskhan cannot be Mega. And it also means that my Aerodactyl is going to be key as well. So I have a few endgame. Mega Aerodactyl has a great one because it can Earthquake Mega Gengar, or regular Gengar, excuse me. And it can fly the Alakazam as well. And Crunch is just free. Even if they go out to Rhydon, I can Crunch into, I can go for Crunch into the Giga Drain and knock them out. Mega Drain, sorry. Their Muck is shiny, I could barely tell. We're gonna make the Vaporeon play. I feel like I can just throw off Scalds anyway. I don't want to self-destruct on this because them having Alakazam and Gengar means that Muck's Crunch is very, very key in this game too. And plus I can Scald burn them with my Vaporeon or get in Sand Slash after and revenge them. As they go for Minimize, no! So Minimize is interesting because they might not be able to touch my, I'll go for Scald here. They might not be able to touch my Alolan Muck. I think this is one of those toxic Minimize sets. No! Not sub Minimize. Oh my gosh. I'm still going to go for Scalds. It should be able to break the sub because I'm modest. It should be able to break the sub if I connect, excuse me. Let me be a little bit more accurate. But the fact that I got Crunch damage off and they went for sub, they're in range of Earthquake as well. From my Aerodactyl. So, I mean, provided I connect. Obviously my opponent has the highest evasiveness they could have right now. This is why they have Thunder Wave support. Ooh, I managed to connect. Yo, if I get a burn right here too, that'd be fantastic. Okay, I don't know why they went for another Minimize because they... Once it's plus... Basically, once you go for 2 Minimizes, you have the max evasiveness you can have. If it's sub, Minimize, rest, Toxic, I'm gonna be really sad. Well, we'll never find out because my Vaporeon is well trained and decided to ignore it completely. And another big thing about this is my opponent does not have a Dark Resist left. That was it. That's insane. Vaporeon just did some massive amount of work. Like, absolutely insane. Kangaskhan comes out. I just want to go for a Hydro Pump and get off as much damage as possible on them. I should be able to little fake out into Facade because they're not Mega Kangaskhan. And I want to get this damage off because I just really want to beat them down with my Aerodactyl. That's going to be so good, man. Let's click this Hydro Pump. Give me this Pokemon. Hydro Pump's going to do around 70%, I want to say. Just because Vaporeon is really strong. And they do not switch into it at all. Facade definitely will not knock me out. Regular Kangaskhan is not as powerful as Mega. Look at their Eevee's glasses. I love it. I could see them... They can't really go Zam unless it's Calm Mind Recover. Or unless it's Recover in general. Because Zam does not take a Hydro Pump. Are they going to try and go Zam? Oh, they go Gengar. Ooh. Sorry, buddy, but I went for a modest Hydro Pump. This is going to do so much damage. And I'm not going to die to anything that Gengar goes to either. Look at Vaporeon putting in work. Alright, we'll just go for a Shadow Ball. Even if they go for Mega Drain, it shouldn't be able to knock me out. I doubt even a Thunderbolt knocks me out. A Shadow Ball is definitely not going to be able to knock me out either. Vaporeon has such great Spadef. Yep, lovely. And Vaporeon picking up KO after KO. That's what I like to see. Give me that, Mon. I can't believe it hit through, like, the muck. That's insane. Now, Alakazam is still around. They do still have their Rhydon too, which is probably going to be their best bet of actually doing anything. Right here, I just go, I think I'm going to save this and just go hard into Muck. I don't want them to try and Calm Mind up in front of me and then try and beat me with Muck. Like, basically, if they get to like +6, obviously Muck will die. So they should go for Dazzling Gleam here if they want to attack. But if they start going for Calm Mind, Muck's limits that. Yeah, they just go for Psychic. Nice. So maybe there's Psychic Shadow Ball. I'm going to Mega Drain here. Because I'm Sassy Natured Muck and not careful, I don't want them going out into their Rhydon on me. I'm going to make this play because I can afford to. But I don't know if my Sassy Nature one will outspeed the Rhydon. Yeah. So we get the Mega Drain immediately off on Rhydon. That's the damage we do need for my Aerodactyl. Perfect. Ooh. And look at that. Beautiful damage. Now, obviously, had I been careful Natured Muck, I would have just went for Crunch because it would have covered Rhydon anyway. But I could have easily went out for Crunch into Mega Drain. But because it was pretty much no drawback at that point in time, I decided to do it this way. And we can just sack Vaporeon here. Don't need it around anymore. I have a few plays I can make. I can definitely go out to Aerodactyl, I think, and just mess my opponent up. I don't think they can beat that. Kangaskhan will not beat me. I have so many Pokemon left. Yeah, let's go Aerodactyl and Mega Evolve here. Get my added bulk, get my speed as well, and just be able to knock out Rhydon and just attack where my opponent... Basically, I'm just attacking where my opponent cannot defend, right? That's what we're doing here. Shout out to Sunzu. Get a nice little Earthquake off. Now, do you want to know your thoughts on this type of thing, by the way? Me doing a little team breakdown in the beginning, just having my actual raw thought process as I'm making a team. I think I'm gonna keep doing it like that, assuming I do keep uploading Let's Go Wi-Fi Battles, which I think I will. I would love to see your support as well. You know, likes and all that stuff, comments. Really does make my day and helps me out as well on the channel. But Mega Aerodactyl is in. If they want to go out to Kangaskhan, I can just weaken them a little bit with Earthquake into basically Rhydon's Earthquake, and I don't care. If they go out to Alakazam, I do still have a Muck, which they might not be able to hit anyway. But yeah, they do go Kangaskhan, so I basically just keep attacking. I have Muck in the back to beat the Alakazam, and I should be good. So we can just Rock Slide here. I actually should have Earthquaked. I just talked about Earthquaking, but luckily they faked me out. Because as I mentioned, all I need is damage on Kangaskhan to beat it. I don't need to KO it, and I don't need to risk missing. I have a full HP Rhydon, which will easily take any hit from Kangaskhan, and Earthquake is something that not even Alakazam likes to switch into, so I might as well just chip away at it. They do actually have Ice Punch. This is a good chunk. But as I mentioned, I don't care about Aerodactyl picking up the KO. It's more so just making sure they're in range of my next attack from something like Rhydon or a Crunch from Muck. But yeah, I should easily be able to go out to Rhydon now. Just click Earthquake. That should win the game. Because I'll knock out Kangaskhan. Alakazam will be 2 KO'd if it wants to come in. There you go. Go ahead and give me this Rhydon. Or this Kangaskhan, excuse me. And I had to as I told you guys, I was like not recording a lot of battles because a lot of them just had Mewtwo, and I was like, I'm not going to play this. But I don't mind playing a person with Mewtwo as long as they know what they're doing, right? Because that just makes it even more challenging for me. Obviously, this team was alright prepped for Mewtwo. I had Mega Aerodactyl for Mega Mewtwo X. I had Muck for Mega Mewtwo Y. Alolan Sandslash also helps me check Mega Mewtwo Y as long as it doesn't have a fire move. But yeah, Rhydon comes out, picks up that KO on Alakazam. He's going to bring out his, Kangaskhan. Wow, I'm like mixing up all my names today. I apologize. It's very hot. That makes a difference, man. And we just Earthquake here. Excuse me. So you can knock me out with Psychic, but I'll bring out Muck, click Crunch, and that'll be game. If they try to go for Calm Mind here, they do try to Dazzling Gleam now on my Muck, but I have no reason to preserve. Wow, Rhydon actually hangs on to that too. And as I mentioned, this Rhydon is just so powerful. Absolutely powerful. So they should have been going for Dazzling Gleams at other points. And that's why I didn't always go Muck, but they ended up running there. That's fine. But yeah, that's going to be the game. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys all enjoyed. Of course, if you did, check out the playlist down below. I have a bunch of other Wi-Fi battles. Let's go Wi-Fi battles on the channel. Let me know your thoughts on this new format. I think it will be really fun as well. And if you guys would like to check out my merchandise, though those watching this, you might not understand Drop a Draco that much, but you'll understand it during Sword and Shield for sure if you stick with me. But yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye, my friends.